Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for the one-shot. Today's recommendation is also going to be a review, because I'm going to tell you everything I think about this game, because I beat it. After we did the Scarf place, check that out for the first 30 minutes of the game, I kept playing and playing and playing and playing and playing. I just kept playing it when I had free time at work and stuff, because I have a laptop, so I just took it to work. And I enjoyed this game a lot. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give you a review of it. I can already say from the start, though, I recommend it. It's just pretty good. It's a $22 game. It is by Mage is the developer. Publisher is 11-Bit Studios, which I love 11-Bits. I own all their games, except for Frostpunk, because I just didn't have time for that. But I own everything but that. I like their games. I like their eye for other companies' games, so there you go. Like, well, for other developers, I like their eye. This is pretty good. Let me show you what I like about this game. Now that I've beaten it, I'm going to show you as much as I can without spoiling as much as I can as well. I just beat the game, so luckily when you beat the game, everything is not spoilerific to an extent. So as you play the game, there's corruption on the outside, purple stuff, and it starts encroaching and further as you get into the game. As you can see, there's none of it because I've beaten the game and I've gotten rid of the corruption. And oh my god, the end is a trip. My favorite moment in this game is the 2/3 part of the game. You know, if you get this and play it, you'll know when that is. The 2/3 point of the game, that cutscene is my favorite moment in this game. It's pretty good. So this game is, I'll describe it as like a Diablo roguelike kind of situation here. You go into dungeons, you kill a bunch of go over that. You kill a bunch of, trying to get into non-spoilers. You kill a bunch of things. You kill, like, you just kill monsters, you kill evil things. Just like Diablo, enemies drop gold, they drop potions, they just drop things for you to pick up. The difference between this and that is there's no inventory system, of course, and you only have so many skills and spells compared to how deep it is in Diablo. Because the music's really good, the visuals are really good, the voice work is good, the characters are great, I love every character in this game, I like the story going on here, all of that is great. That puts this game up very high. The problem is the gameplay is a bit shallow. It's either a bit shallow or half-baked, which is unfortunate because, of course, that's a big part of this thing. And that really puts this, I'm going to say the score already, puts it like an 8 or a 7, honestly. But I'm going to show, because the way we do one-shots is, I want to show you the game to convince you why I think it's worth buying, and so I'm going to show you it. So I have to show you that gameplay. But visually, it looks great. You can see I have all the characters now. And the only thing, like, I'm not going to say too much about them because there's stuff about them, but it's all one big family, and this family is doing all this hero work. And since I beat the game, I have access to everything. But we're going to do, like, an earlier dungeon or something. Well, there's 3 areas. Each place has a number of places to fight and dungeoning. We'll do the first area since that got shown the Scarf plays, and we'll do the third part of it. So we'll go over here. I'm just going to switch between the characters just to show them off. So this is all 6 characters you get, one big happy family. You see I've leveled them quite a bit. Some of them are maxed out, some of them are not. And as you level them up, let me show a skill tree, John's. As you level them up, they give skills to the entire family, or they do stuff to help the entire family, which is pretty cool. I like that for sure. But you gotta get 20 skill points to unlock the final things, and you get more abilities. John is the sword and shield guy. He's very stalwart and tough and everything. Let me just go in with him and show him off. I'm going to show off all 6, and then that'll be it. I'm going to talk about the game as I show off all 6. There's 6 different playstyles, which I like, but not all of them are great. Not all of them are well-balanced or anything like that. Nothing's broken, but nothing's all exactly interesting either. Like John here, he's got his shield, and here's what I like. So, sword and shield, the game doesn't scale with you, so everything's easily killable at this point. You got a sword and shield, rains down swords. He eventually gets a shield bash to the ground, stuns enemies. Now, as you start the game, it's really boring, because at first you just have shield and sword. That's all John's got. That's all he's got. Oh, and also rain down swords. But that's not a lot going on there. But as you get deeper into the game, and you level up, you unlock things like these rooms, which give different things to your abilities. So primary attack consumes stamina to do additional damage, which we use for shield. So now we can use it for this instead. And then there's also runes for the other 2, so like the sword and the shield. And sometimes you get runes where the family members help out. So sometimes you could get a rune where the sword's raining down also has Linda shooting in from the distance as well, which is pretty cool. Also that right there, you get hit really hard, a family member comes in to help out. That was Kevin helping out right there. And different runes, as you can see. So I can go this. Let's see, how does this work? Physical attacks release a magic wave. Yeah, there we go. So that's pretty cool right there. Boop, boop, boop. And if your time is blocked, no, you do this. You can do a push through the shield, which is cool. And then everyone gets a rage as well. So there's so many things a character gets. His rage is he just can't be hurt for a while. You also unlock these obelisks, which Diablo 2 had these, where you could activate these things and they give you a buff for a while. I don't know if Diablo 1 had them. I don't remember anymore. It's been too long. And then, yeah, the dead will sometimes... Enemies will come from the dead. Woo! There's a good variety of enemies. I think there's maybe like 20 to 25 enemy types. And they can be a real pain in the ass when you fight just the more complex versions of the corruption. Also, when you just fight a bunch of them together. Oh, here's a moment. Oh, we get to fight with Lucy.
Moving as one, the Bergsons defeated all who stood between them and a little extra loot.
So I don't necessarily have to show her then. You're going to see what she does. She's a little fire girl. Check her out. Here we go. She fights like a turret. So the way she works is... Also, it has her abilities, too. So I got it where when she crits, she manifests tornadoes. So that's awesome that she actually has what I've given her. I actually didn't know if they did that. So she works like a turret. She has to stand still when she shoots. But the more she shoots, the faster she fires. So she's basically Bastion from Overwatch. Yeah. Now here's another one where I get explosions around me. In this game, the roguelike element is you can find random buffs that give you like better stats, sometimes gives you trade-offs. There's also active abilities you can find, like a turret or... Ooh, money!
Treasure hunt. Hot on the trail, forgotten relics.
So she did her job, so now she's leaving. So I'm just collecting all this stuff. And then, whoop! Yeah, okay, blocking will stun enemies now. Nice. And I've done enough showing off jump. Oh, here's another ability. Heaven Strike fall down in a line? What? Oh, nice! That's actually useful. Instead of the random dropping. That's cool right there. So that's jump. So we're done showing off jump. Let me show his rage. Rage! He's just invincible. That's it. There are traps, yeah. They don't hurt. Pain don't hurt. Okay, there you go. Switch out of jump. Let's do another character. So that is the father. Maybe I will just show Lucy, depending on time. So, here's the thing. The gameplay gets better as you go. It's just, at the start, it's kind of not that much going on. Because I can show you how Linda gets as we go. If you saw the Scarf players, I'll show you Linda. I'll show you the desert. I'll show you Behat. The wrong place. I'll show you this one. City of Thieves. Let's get Linda up in here. Also, 2-player co-op. Local, by the way, if you didn't know that. I wish there was online, but that is a lot of work. If you didn't know, it takes a lot of work to do online. It really does. And sometimes it's just not worth it money-wise. Now, if you didn't know what the Scarf plays, the way Linda works is she's move and shoot, but eventually runs out of stamina where she can only shoot or move. But you get a buff where eventually she just shoots faster and stronger if she's staying still. But she's got these abilities. She rains down arrow right there. Shot that. She also has this stun over here because she has a harp. Not a harp. I think she has a violin. Pick this up. Inflicts poison. There we go. So this is just how she rolls. What's cool is there is a rune that just feels like a twin sticker because she plays like a twin sticker, where you can get a 3-way shot. And a 3-way shot with her just feels great. She just wrecks so good with it. Now there's buffs you can get where you get to put up the base stats of all your characters together, their armor. I'll show that after we do Linda. You get her armor up, you can get their damage up, their crit up, their dodge up, their movement speed, just a lot of things you can get up. The explosive crescendo, ooh, okay, pulls towards the center. Let's see how this one works out. It pulls them towards it, that's for, oh, there's these assassins here. Don't want to deal with those assassins, whoop. Get him! There you go. It takes a little bit to unlock the third character. Or you just beat the first area. So, as you play the game, the next characters, there'll be cutscenes about them. Then here's her rage. She just shoots like crazy. So she can wipe out a group real fast. Oh, she also gets this ability. Rain of arrows. That's what I like. The deeper you go into this game, the more there is to their abilities, which is pretty cool. That's something I'm happy with. Definitely happy about that. Pop that, Linda. So, there's like 5 or 6 cutscenes. I got out of the game itself because I'm an idiot. Let me get back in there. There are 5 or 6 cutscenes leading up to the third character. And then there's 5 or 6 cutscenes leading up to... Like, there's a bunch of cutscenes leading up to each character. Part of it is a matter of time. Like, I think for the third character, it's a matter of time where the longer you go... I mean, the number of runs, eventually you just get Kevin. Though, what happened with me is I beat the first boss and then I unlocked Kevin. But they did, like, a bunch of cutscenes really quick. So I think there's certain points in the game where they'll just give you the character if you've advanced well enough into the game. Other characters, you need to do some things to unlock them. You just gotta work out certain things to make it happen. So let me show you the upgrade stuff. So as you go, Uncle Ben's shop gets upgraded and you can unlock more things. Like I've got armor, warfare, crits, dodge, movement speed, just all these different things you can do. Rage, resistance, things like that. And then you also have the magical side of things where you can get more XP, have those runes last longer, the obelisk, things like that. Or just have more luck with money. Go ahead and do the third character. So we're going to do Kevin. I just want to show everyone's playstyle, at least. So, let's have Kevin go here, just so he can go wild. Here we go. So Kevin is a little demon. This little boy's crazy. I gotta show you Kevin. So Kevin's your assassin type. And the story of how Kevin gets to join the team, it's a typical story, but it's still fun to see it. And here he is. The way Kevin works is, the more he fights, the faster he gets. So he becomes a beast. He also has stealth, so he can just hide, they don't see him, and then stealth attack. He can do a ton of damage with that. So we need to find a group of enemies to show off Kevin. I'm gonna open this up real quick. Ah, dang, no runes. Let's find a group of enemies so I can show you what makes them so ridiculous. Looking around. So these maps are enemy generated, if I did not make that clear. Bunch of enemies here, need more. Need more. Need a lot more. Follow me, spiders. Oh, that's the next area. Whoop. Open it. The runes, okay. Keep going, keep going. Speed! I guess the first room's not going to find me much. Okay, let's fight him. So, they're dying too fast. So, the more he kills, the faster he gets. And he also has this throwing daggers everywhere. Second room should have more to show off. I don't need to buy any buffs. He's kind of overleveled for this area. Let's go here. Okay. Also cool is there are scrolls you can find as you play, and those scrolls will give you more lore about the world. And there's also... Here we go! This room will do nicely. Yeah, let's attack a bunch. Here we go. So, watch how fast he gets. He just gets faster as he hits more. I'm just getting knocked back by these tricks. Or you can just skip it with rage. Here's him at rage speed. Just mowing him down. Just mowing him down. Like, this is fun. Also, I think it's him, it might be Mark. The more you kill, the faster he gets. I mean, not the faster, but the longer it stays. Fan of knives. Yeah, okay, yeah, explosions. Oh, so yeah, here's some of the events. Here's an event.
A bounty awaited those who can defeat the god of game.
You just play Pong. You straight up play Pong with a god. This is one of the events. Oh, crap. Ah. Dang it, hit him. So the way this works, you don't get it past him, you have to hit him. There you go. You gotta hit the other panel. Whoop. Whoop. So there's things like this, like you saw with Lucy, where you can have them team up to do something. There's also random characters you'll meet. Some really interesting side events you can do. Oh, this is the res. Alright, there we go. So if I die, I get res back up. Not gonna happen. Okay. Show you Mark. Lucy or Mark next? No, it's Mark next, I think. So between runs, there'll be like character moments, but I think I've already got them all because I played so much. But it's also going to just see them talk and stuff. Also, the game tries to make you play every character, because the more you play a character, eventually they get tired from the corruption, and they get worse stats for a little while. Is anything going on here? Nope. Yeah, here's the library with all the lore that I've found. All the different things. Also, family profiles are pretty cool. So now we're going to get, I think it's Mark's the fourth character. I'll show off Mark in... This will show the third area. So, here's a criticism of the game. The third area is a bit much. There is a power spike between the second and third area, and you just kind of get slapped down for like a while, and you have to grind through it, which is not the best way to do it. Really isn't. Wonder if they'll better balance it. But most characters just have some pretty cool abilities. Mark over here's got some interesting ones. So here's Mark. He's a monk. He locks onto his targets. So he'll lock on, he'll just rush over and hit him. He's a monk that just rushes over and hits things. So kind of reminds me of Kazarim. Definitely reminds me of Kazarim for sure. Woo. Item. Find some enemies to beat up. But he just zooms in and attacks enemies. Oh yeah, the third area has these homing rockets you gotta deal with. Whoop. Oh, here's an event. Let's see what this is.
Before
oh, okay.
the hero was a game of chance and memory.
This game's actually, if you do this bad, you get wrecked for a long time. But if you do it right, you're fine. I got enemies to show off on. There's a new enemy. They only gave me one. Alright, that works. Whoop. Gave me two this time. So here's the ability. You can do a knockaway with that. You eventually unlock that. And use this whip that he pulls enemies towards him that stuns them, which is helpful. I found the right one. Dope. Alright, so the first one's that one. Spin it! So, the deeper you get into the game, the more you unlock, right? Oh yeah, right. So here's what I unlocked with him. So there's the dodge ability. Well, with him, dodge into a... Oh, I need to have double energy. Double... Hold on a second. Now I got enough. 1, 2, bam! There's also mobile attacks you can get eventually with certain characters, like that. Where his dodge becomes an attack as well. So that's pretty cool. They found ways to get creative and more complex, dang it. With attacks. So that's nice right there. Different enemies are fighting here. Oh, I did show off Kevin's rage. Oh crap, I'm getting Mark beat up. Whoop! There you go. Also, when you get hurt, you can just run around a little bit and you'll regenerate the last of your HP. They did that kind of style, which I'm fine with because at times you're going to need to utilize that. Because it's just getting annoying. Whoop! I'm in trouble though. Oh! Killed him. Okay, so it was 1, 2... Oh! I already forgot what the order was. Great. Go memory. I'm in trouble. I'm gonna get knocked out in a second. Oh crap, I didn't have enough dodge. Ah crap. Ah. I think we're gonna lose right now. Oh no, the dad came in to save me for a moment. That was the dad's shield. Back away! Okay, we're almost at rage so I can show off the rage. Can this little buddy help me out? Hey, that little guy heals on occasion. That's what that one is. Whoop! And you can get different versions of that spin from the runes. Like you can get a stun version. Or it makes the tornadoes, Lucy's tornadoes, which is cool. Whoop! Roll out! There we go. And here's his rage. Monk Fist! There's these big monk fists, which are pretty cool. He's got a primary rune where his monk fists just show up as he's punching regular, which is cool. Okay, I forgot the order there. Okay, pulling out. Got the order already, so that's Mark. So you can see there's different playstyles. I think that's the thing I'm trying to sell you on, is that there's different playstyles of these different characters. Next, we're going to do Lucy, the Fire Child. So we get Lucy in here. And I will do Lucy in the desert. He doesn't like heat in the desert. My favorite character is Lucy. Just because she's crap at first. She's really weak, not so great, but when you level her up, she becomes a demon. A real demon. She is nuts. She's supposed to be the most powerful member of the family, and she's only a child. The way she works is you get these little shields, as you can see there. Every 8 seconds you get one if you haven't gotten damaged. That way you get some forgiveness if you're getting hit while being a turret. Because she needed that for sure. Oh, that's Pong. We don't need to do that again. But here we go. So you just stand there and you're shooting. See, they're going to get close as you go, but she has a bunch of abilities like those tornadoes and explosions. And she just blasts into them. But then she can do tornadoes that'll suck the enemy in. Oh, Joey showed up to help out there. Joey's the 6th character. Show him soon. Boop, boop. This is her mobility ability. Now, she does have a useful thing, which is this. Boop. They will target that over her. It has half of her HP, and right now the rune makes it explode. So that uses her mana, that's the blue bar for her. And that's a way to just protect your turret and just keep going. Like, you put that out, and you shoot at it, and you're killing enemies. So she's a lot of standstill and fire, and also move and fire. Yeesh. They're getting on her. And that's what she is. One thing I'll give away about her is when she first manifests her fire abilities, she's trying to learn how to do it. She lights herself on fire in accident, which is hilarious and horrifying at the same time. Oh, special. Put this out. Shoot at him. Attack, 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 attack. Wreck him! Oh, they got to me. Killed him. Oh, there. That was Kevin showed up. There. Okay, now this version of tornadoes, now it spins around her, so that's useful. Whoop. I gotta go get that heal. Ah, getting hurt too much. Oh crap, I need this to come out. There we go. Now I can attack them. A lot easier when that's taking the damage for me. Woo! Kill that, kill that, kill that, kill that. She also gets that enemies explode when she kills them. I think if she kills them with a crit. I want to get the rage up to show that. Because she gets a whole variety of things in rage form. This is what I like. There's just so many different things they give you to do to make it more complex. It's just the start of the game just doesn't seem like there's a lot going on, which is unfortunate. You gotta... It's one of those they're building to something kind of things where you gotta get to it. Woo! Oh, sand enemies. Here it is. Here's her ult. Look at this. Little crazy little fire girl is now a fire god. With lasers. Fire lasers. And that's just cool. Alright. Popping out of Lucy. Now I'm going to show you the last character. And there's a playstyle for everyone, I think. You got to play all the other characters too, but there's a playstyle for everyone. I think Linda's my best character because I like playing twin stickers and she feels like a twin stick. And here we go. Get the last character, Joey. Joey is a beast. Let's go here so I can show him off. Yep, Joey. Joey's an interesting character. You will hate him at first because he's so slow. He's slow, does a lot of damage, and he can get easily killed. As you get stronger with this character, he gets better. That's the thing. Every character gets more badass as you go. The problem is you got to get through some crappier times before you get there. And this is Joey. Look how slow he swings. Whoa. That takes a minute. Like, it does knock enemies back, so he can kill groups really well. His dash is that. It just hammers into enemies. That's a heal there. Thing is, certain enemies just don't care, and they'll get through and still hit him. So that is a weakness for him. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's an enemy. Here his Y. Bam! Just hits the ground. Here's his L. Spin to win. There's a broken rune you can get on him. Where his rune is... He heals while doing the spin to win, which is pretty nice. With that, you can live forever. Let's see what runes I got here. Stun. Oh, that was a heal. Alright, stun. So when he gets hit, the next enemy he hits takes even more damage. That's what Vengeance is. So, if he gets hit now with this rune, next hit stuns. Or does a ton of damage like that. Another cool thing you eventually unlock with the Y ability is... Beam! Or Wave. Joey's an interesting character. Like, he's just hitting like a truck. When these enemies were higher leveled, they were getting through and being a problem. Alright, Phil's Rage. So then, here's his Rage. His Rage is, enemies running into him take damage. It's not the coolest ability. Here's the reason why it's not the best. There's a relic that gives you that ability for any character. So it doesn't make him all that special. Here's one of the abilities. So this one is... damages nearby enemies. Okay. Just use it. Whoop! There you go. So that's good for him, because he's going to be close up with the enemies. It's also good for John. Oh, shields. And that's all the characters. So, music's really good. Great atmosphere. I like the art style going here. It feels pretty good. The gameplay, I say, is the weakest point of the game. But it gets better, but it also gets worse because of the spike later on in the game. The story's pretty good. I like the story. The way it ends up is pretty interesting. As you can see in the end, everyone's okay. This family goes through some shit. They go through some things. This family goes through some things. But it's just a good game. I recommend the hell of it. It's a $22 game from 11-Bit Studios is the publisher. The developer is Dead Mage. And you'll just find some random encounters that are pretty cool. And I don't know, it took me maybe 15 hours to beat the game. So it's almost $1 an hour right there. And that's with me. Like, you could either be better or worse and just varies there. But I enjoyed it. I really like this game a lot. And yeah, so that right there is the one-shot. I have fun talking about it, fun watching and listening, and if you want to buy the game, great for the developers and for you, because I think it's pretty good. I had fun, hope you had fun watching. That's what's all about, isn't it? Having fun, thanks for going by, and see you next time.